affecting schools is the stakeholders' participation. Our stakeholders in education are the people known as the heart of education system, since the resources, information, and opportunities, including the love, caring, and wisdom needed to support the goals of education system lie on the stakeholders. The development of quality education is not a monopoly of the school. Thus, the famous African proverb says that it takes a village to educate a child. Hand in hand with the school are people who complement and supplement each other in achieving desired educational goals for the learners. Moreover, to acquire effective educational systems and effective learning environment, all stakeholders need to come together in a meaningful way through collaboration, open transparent dialogue, and active involvement that creates successful teaching and learning outcomes to foster the learner's progress and better academic performance of our learners.
Good morning, everyone. One of the external factors affecting schools is the poor academic performance. School education is the most important aspect of a person's life. It is actually the beginning of life's growth and development. It is the age at which a child begins to consider the future and set goals. A child's attitude towards struggle in order to accomplish his goals is strengthened by a good and effective educational process. However, the number of obstacles to education prevent a child from performing well academically. A child's personality may suffer as a result of these factors, which can be either physical or psychological. So there are some factors that affecting the performance of the children. One of these is in the school. Number one, a teacher's behavior. A teacher serves as a role model to their students. The teaching methods, their strategies in teaching learning process. The teacher training, the competition, and the environment of the classroom. Another factors that affects the performance of the children, of the learners, are family factors. Their relationship with the parents, the family environment, and the economic condition. The other one, the psychological factors. A student's poor performance can be attributed to a variety of psychological factors: demotivation, discouragement, anxiety, depression, hopelessness, and doubtfulness are all important psychological factors that contribute to students' poor academic performance.
COVID-19 brought the world to stand still. There were school closures temporarily and worse, even permanently. Series of concerns came out. There was stress and frustration both from the students and the teachers. But of course, education should never stop. So there was the Learning Continuity Plan. All things were taken into consideration as the continuing of education was to be implemented. And there was this one factor that caught my interest and most of my concern: availability of learning device and the internet connection. One of the most difficult challenge in a country like ours during pandemic was to how to make education available for all. The underprivileged, marginalized, disadvantaged learners poses a great challenge as to how they are going to have this learning. Thus, modules were provided. Thankfully, budgets for bond papers and all other learning resources were provided by our DepEd. And with the passion and unconditional love of our educators, these learning materials reached such group of learners. For just so they won't be discouraged with their learning state. And I do so believe that the educators should be awarded and they deserve to be rewarded for their great contribution in this continuity of learning.